Slightly Unblended, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today I'm doing this sunset vibe for summer look. If you'd like to see how I got it, then just keep on watching. So I'm starting off with my holy grail, the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas in Fair, and adding a Definition Beauty, the Minnie's Moon Stencil to my lid. That way we're getting nice and ready to have a nice and colorful look. To start this look off, I'm taking the Gourmande Girls Cosmetics Spooked palette, and I'm starting with the shade Cauldron with the Makeup Shack T14 brush, and I'm focusing it on the outer corner of my eye and halfway through the crease. This shade will be our shade that will create our depth. The Spooked palette was my first purchase ever from Gourmande Girls, and I instantly fell in love. Their products are amazing. I love the Spooked palette. The Ethereal palette and Radioactive, the Spectra palette. There's so many, there's so many good products that they have, and I just love them. So I'm going to blend out Cauldron with the shade Terra from the Spooked palette. I'm taking the same brush, and I just cleaned it off. So I'm just taking that and making sure I'm getting a nice and diffused blend. I'm also going to run this towards the bridge of my nose into the crease. I really wanted to use Cauldron as more of a depth shade to give us a nice little sunset blend. And yeah, the formula to the Spooked palette, if you haven't tried it, is really awesome. The shimmers are like butter. The mattes blend out magically. They're really, the formula is just top notch. As I get near the stencil, I'm mainly focusing on patting the shade and not really dragging it. That way it doesn't lift up and you get eyeshadow underneath it, because I like for it to be clean when I put the liner on so the liner doesn't change colors. Dipping into the Blend Bunny Cosmetics Primal palette, I'm going to take the shade Ray and blend out Terror and Cauldron. And I'm using the same brush, the Makeup Shack T14 brush. I just go through every time I'm going to change colors, clean it off, and then blend everything out. For a nice blenderoo, do back and forth windshield wipe motions with the lightest amount of pressure. You want to hold your brush more towards the tail end of it so that you don't over blend and you have more pigment to your blend. Now I'm taking Untamed from the Primal palette. It's the orange, and I'm going to use the Makeup Shack T14 brush again, and I'm going to blend it in between the yellow and the red, back and forth windshield wiping motions. That way it's a nice gradient sunset blend. I sometimes find it easier to blend orange with yellow and red after I have the red and the yellow down. Now I'm going back into Terror to touch it up and make sure that the blend is nice and gradient and there are no harsh lines, and just make it look more seamless. Doing back and forth windshield wipe motions with the lightest amount of pressure. With the Makeup Shack T05 brush, I'm touching up Cauldron to bring it back. Now I like this brush because it is nice and tiny and like dense, so you can really get that pigment in there but also get it blended really nicely, and you can be super precise. So this is the shade Prey from the Primal palette and the Makeup Shack T63 brush, and I'm just going through and diffusing all the shades. Sorry, I had to look at my notes because I completely forgot what I was saying. My brain is all over the place. Now I'm going to be bringing Ray back with the same Makeup Shack T14 brush, so it's nice and vibrant, just going back and forth windshield wipe motions. I apologize if you hear my stomach growling. It is very upset. It's like, why why all the coffee? Because no energy. So now I'm going to do some clouds. And what I'm doing is taking some DeWalt Beauty Lounge Mantra Liner. And I am taking this brush. These brushes I found on Amazon. So I like to start out where I do the center of the cloud and I kind of just doodle on a little circle and just extend it and kind of make it look fluffy. The fun thing about clouds is they don't have to look perfect. No cloud looks the same, and just have fun with it. So I like to do the circle in the center and then kind of extend it outwards and then add little dots to kind of make it look more fluffy and just get it to the shape that I want. And then I take a eyeshadow, so whatever shade that I applied the cloud over, I will take that shade and kind of pat that shade across the bottom bit. That way it kind of blends it in, and when you layer your clouds, it'll look like there is depth and dimension, and it's not just kind of like flat and unblended. So I just kind of do this for a few clouds before I go in and kind of blend eyeshadow over top, and then I add more clouds. Clouds are really fun. At first, to me, they were intimidating. After a few tries of doing them, I felt like I kind of got it figured out. I still feel like it's a learning process, but I just have fun with it. That's, to me, the point of makeup, is to have fun with it, express yourself. It's art. Make it fun, have fun with it, and just do what makes you happy. So I like to layer my clouds from the center of like the first cloud to make them look more like they're behind each other and there's a lot. It kind of gives an illusion that it's like a sky full of clouds. I feel like it's a lot of fun. That's why I like to take like a really small pencil brush and layer a little eyeshadow towards the bottom. That way there can be a lot. Okay, so for my gleams, I'm sorry if you hear my page turning because I had to write out how I did this, and it was not the easiest way to explain it. So to do the gleam and twinkle and little stars, I like to start making like a piece of a circle and pronouncing the points. It's going to kind of look like I'm drawing a capital A, but with dents in the side and feet. So then I extend the feet and do like an upside down A. You can fill them in, or you can leave the center empty, whatever you want to do. You can even add some gems in the center of them and make them really sparkly. Feel free to add as many gleams or clouds or moons or little planets that you like, but I just kind of did a few to kind of make it look a little less undone, and to me this just kind of made it be pulled together by doing a few of them, and then like having the moon there kind of took up some of the space that I felt like needed to be filled in. So now I'm taking off the stencil, and then I'm going to fill the moon in with the same eyeliner that I use. It's water activated eyeliner from DeWalt Beauty Lounge. I really, really like it. So I'm just going to take that brush, take the liner, and you can see where when you remove it, you just see the base from where you started. And to me, that makes it easier just to fill it in, because sometimes my moons get a little wonky. And even with the stencil, they'll still be a little wonky because it's really hard for me to see when I put the stencil on the corner of my eye. But yeah, I love using the stencils. They make it so much easier and save me so much time. So I went back in with Cauldron, and I'm just bringing it back to create some more depth and just kind of blending it on the bottom of that cloud and getting ready to get everything nice and finished up. Just going in and making sure our clouds look nice and dimensional. If the clouds aren't looking very cloudy, that's the beauty of clouds. None of them look the same. Clouds are imperfect, but imperfectly perfect. They're beautiful. And I feel like that's just kind of the way I look at it when I'm adding a cloud and I'm like, oh, I messed up. It's like, it's okay. Like, just add a little more fluff or something like that, and it doesn't have to look like the rest of them, because no cloud I feel like really looks the same, and that just makes it fun. So now I'm taking some micellar water on a Q-tip and cleaning my lid in the crease, and then I'm going to carve it out with the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas in Fair. That way the shimmers, when we put them down, will be more true to their color, instead of like if I just went in with the clean canvas and carved it out. I feel like it would kind of pick up the colors that I like in my crease and on the lid, and I feel like taking micellar water on a Q-tip really helps to make your eyeshadows pop more when you carve out with the base. And now it's time for one of my favorite parts of doing makeup, and that is adding sparkles. This is Mystic Mountain from the Terra Cosmetics Summer Collection, and I'm adding it on the outer third of the lid with the Clionadh DF04 brush. So now I'm going to take the shade Rhea from the Terra Cosmetics Spring Collection, and I'm going to add it to the center of my lid with the same brush and have it be just kind of like the in-between from that nice, gorgeous, shifty purple to a nice, almost like sky blue. My voice cut out. I'm sorry. My voice is kind of back, but it still kind of catches. Love allergies. Love Arkansas. So I'm just going to add it to the center of my lid and blend it with Mystic Mountain. And Serpents is also from the Spring Collection. Marceline, she's playing. She loves to jump on boxes. So I'm taking Serpents and adding it to the inner third of my lid and blending it with Rhea. It is a gorgeous duochrome shade. So now I'm going to add a lonely little cloud towards the bridge of my nose. I felt like it being off by itself was kind of cute. Something told me, like, add another cloud. So, I added another cloud. I felt like it turned out really cute. Let's be extra, which is like my favorite thing to be. I'm adding some of the gems from my collection with Manic Gems, our collaboration, the Spaced Out collection. So I'm adding a few of them for some cute little details. And I like to take my eyeliner glue. Yeah, yeah, Julie. Eyelash glue, and put it on my lid wherever I'm going to add gems or rhinestones or anything like that. Any little extraness I like to use my eyelash glue for. And so I was just adding some cute little stars, and then I added some of the rhinestones and just kind of put them wherever I thought they'd be cute. So just feel free to add them wherever. Alright, so this is the finished look. What do you think? I'm sorry this one was a voiceover. I'm not really totally in the mood to be filming right now. I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. I know last week's video I had talked about a family member being on hospice, and I have meant to make a community post, but I can't really find the words. It hasn't really set in yet that she's gone, but just kind of wanted to make myself try to get back into the swing of things to keep busy until I can have, like, that moment where I feel like I need to just, like, have a day where I, like, lay in bed and cry if I need to. So, yeah. Anyway, I don't know how I feel about this look. There's also a cat hair stuck in these lashes. I've been in there with the little baby. So I know I was calling him Sunny, but I'm also calling him Artie for Artemis.
nothing is sticking so far because my husband's like, I don't like Artie as a name, I don't think. And I was like, okay, well, what else are we going to call the little dude? Because I can't call him little dude. He needs a name. He needs a good name. Because he's really been, like, super helpful in keeping me from being so sad. So if you have any name ideas for the baby, please let me know because nothing is sticking so far. Yeah, let me know what you'd like to see next in the comments down below. If you'd like to keep up with my awkward face and shenanigans while I'm not here on YouTube, I have all my social medias linked in the description box down below. If you'd like to keep up with me while I am here on YouTube, please hit the subscribe button. It means so much to me and I can't thank you enough. Hopefully soon I will be back to doing shorts and back on TikTok. I've just kind of been mainly just doing Instagram because doing too much is a little overwhelming sometimes. There's a bug. Okay. That on top of the fact that my voice is just... I think I got it. That on top of the fact that my voice is still not completely right, but here we are. But I want to thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you'd like to see next down below. And yeah, I guess that's it. I feel like this is all over the place, but so is my brain. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that I'll see you in the next one. Bye.